on Spurs, it looks like Big Ange from Celtic may join them as head coach. Is that a good appointment for Spurs? Obviously, I've seen him talk about what he can do, and obviously he's won trebles in Celtic. How do you think he could do in the Premier League?
I like him. I think he's really good, but Spurs are at dire straits, and whoever goes to Spurs as a manager, I don't think even Harry Houdini could help them. Spurs is becoming a little bit of a poison chalice. They don't win anything. They keep talking about winning things, and they keep getting further and further away from the truth. So if he goes out, I wish him all the best. I think he's a really good manager.
And obviously, looking at Chelsea, it looks like the owner will now stay outside of football decisions and leave it to Pochettino. Pochettino, good appointment for Chelsea. You think he can?
Very good appointment. I think he's really good. I like him. I like his managerial style. I think he got every ounce out of Tottenham when he got them to the Champions League. I think when he left, he couldn't take Tottenham any further because he'd done his work there. It'd be interesting what he does at Chelsea. You just talked about the owner now, staying out of the dressing room. Well, yeah, I think it's a little bit different sports. But I think Pochettino's got a good chance of turning them around, and they can't get any worse. If they get any worse, Jesus, they're going to be in dire straits as well.
And then another player that is very heavily linked with Manchester United is Mason Mount. Again, as we said earlier, for Manchester United to challenge, it's not just Harry Kane. If that goes ahead, it's a number of higher quality players. Is Mason Mount a quality player that can improve the squad?
Well, that's me personally. Only time will tell. That is like I just touched on previously. Would Manchester City look to bring in a player like Mason Mount to make them better? And that's the way you got to look at things. You got to look at players and say, right, would Man City try and buy this player? Because if you're going to close the gap, you can't be buying players that are not going to improve you. Now, that's the way I look at things. So if he comes to Manchester United, would he make Manchester United better? He could do, But like I said, only time will tell. For him not to be getting in the Chelsea team, you turn around and say to yourself, why? Because it's not as if Chelsea are pulling up any trees, will they? So that's the $1 million question as well. But like I keep saying, only time will tell.
Obviously, looking at next season, with what you say about bringing in players that improve the squad, Arsenal heavily looking at Caicedo from Brighton and Declan Rice. My opinion, that will improve them to challenge next season. Do you agree with that?
If you brought in one of them, yeah. If you brought in one of them, definitely. I'm not sure what the price tag is on the pair of them, but I think, if you look at Caicedo, for instance, if he's 18 million, I'm not quite sure why Declan Rice would be 120 million. I think Caicedo is a fantastic player. I really do. And the way his boss game's so bright, who have played some real good stuff this season. So, yeah, hey, it's whatever Arteta thinks he's going to make them better. If he thinks that they can bring them closer to try to win the Premier League, we'll have to wait and see.